Hello, this is Ed with Empire Property Management again. We are on our third video in our Introduction to the Empire Difference series. So today we're going to talk about screening and what has made Empire so successful in getting the best tenants for your property. So I say in the beginning there is the Empire difference in our structure. So again, I'm going to go back from our last video and show you just a little bit, just touch on what makes Empire different. So again, we have the entire structure here versus the entire structure here. So the other company, when it's going to list the properties, essentially the same way that Empire does. They're going to put their properties on their software and it's going to propagate all over the internet. Same with us. We put all of our listings on our software, propagates to like 25 different websites, and then we both manually post to Craigslist, and we take all the phone calls. And I would have to say that my secretary takes all the phone calls here, just as their secretaries take their phone calls there. The difference oftentimes is that we personally show the property to each of our prospective tenants. Our idea is that we are going to be building a relationship with our tenants and that we need to know them more or less intimately, because we're going to be doing business with them hopefully for a very long time. Furthermore, we want them to know the property, so we insist that every one of our applicants personally view the property. It's very important to us. Oftentimes with the bigger management companies, what you see is prospective tenants will come in and they rent out a key. They give them a deposit and a driver's license, and the prospective tenant, gets to go view the property, and then you just need to bring the key back. With Empire, we set up personal showings. We set up a time, and it ends up being an open house of sorts, and we get to meet our prospective tenants on a very personal level, find out the situation of their application, why they're moving, so on and so forth. To us, it's an integral part, a very, very important part of our screening process, and we will never stray from that. Going forward, online applications, other management companies, same thing. With us, everything is online just as well, but probably 99% of our applications come in online now. So when the application comes in, we have a leasing agent doing the screening. Other management companies, especially once they reach a certain size, have started farming out their screening process to an outside screening service. They reach so much volume that they can't handle it because they have their structure set up improperly. So they farm it out to an outside screening process, and that outsourcing has, they lose a bit of control over the screening process because of that. With Empire, the screening is done by the leasing agent and the property manager together. They work on it hand in hand, and the property manager is the one that makes the ultimate decision on whether that tenant is going to be approved or not. To us, that there is no other way. He's met the prospective tenant, he's seen the entire screening process, and now he's going to approve them in his portfolio. So again, he knows the owner, he knows the property, and now he's going to know the tenant. So it's an entire package, and to us, there's no other way to screen. So our screening, as we call it, rigorous. We have an untarnished reputation, as we have not had to evict a tenant in 17 years of business, and we plan on going into the future that way. So that is the core of Empire's philosophy on screening and how we're going to get the best tenants for your property. Thank you.